Hello everybody. Today we will learn about e-waste. What is e-waste? How it relates to our life, how it is going to affect our life, and what are the different ways or measure we can opt to get rid of this problem. Okay, let's see what is there in this. How often do you buy a new cell phone, laptop or TV? In these gadget-driven days, you probably upgrade your electronics fairly often. Most people don't think twice about buying the latest and greatest technology. After all, companies and their marketing teams spend a great deal of money to make sure that we are hungry for the next iPad or LED TV. While our hunger for electronics and technology keeps growing, what happened to our old stuff? Yes, it is the fact that we all are very crazy to have latest and upgraded technical gadget with us. Okay, nowadays people are getting attracted towards, they always want to have the latest and upgraded gadget in their hands, in their pockets, or they want to use, in short, they want to use latest and upgraded gadgets every time, and companies doing some or other innovation in this field. So writer is asking that we all are getting attracted towards this, and why not? Because company even is spending a lot of money to advertise the products, their upcoming launches, their products in such a way that we all got dragged towards, and we all develop hunger for getting those new gadgets. So ultimately, company is getting benefit. We are getting benefited with the new technology. But the question comes that what happened to the old stuff? As we are just buying new things, but old things must be there in the at your home or with you. What happened to those things? Okay, a research of wirefly.org, they said that the average cell phone users get a new cell phone in every 18 months. So we can say almost 70 to 80% population of the whole world are using cell phones. Okay, and average people change their cell phone in every 18 months. And in that research only it is declared that US, okay, in the US they toss more than 100 million cell phones in trash every year. They threw they threw 100 million cell phone in trash. Not only that, 20 million televisions are trashed in the US every year. So just you can imagine the number of electronic waste which has been thrown in trash. And ultimately, see how dangerous the data is, that only 13% of electronic waste, only 13% of electronic waste is disposed and recycled properly. Out of that much number of electronic gadgets which have been thrown on trash, only 13% is disposed or recycled properly. The rest is just thrown. So let's see, where does our e-waste go? Electronic waste from equipments of all, of all sizes includes dangerous chemicals like lead, cadmium, beryllium, mercury, and brominated flames retardants. When we dispose of gadgets and devices improperly, these hazardous materials have a high risk of polluting the air, contaminating soil, and leaching into water sources. So, These plastic, okay, generally electronic waste from equipments of all different sizes, it includes very dangerous chemicals. Okay, this e-waste includes so many dangerous chemicals like lead, cadmium, beryllium, mercury, and brominated flame. Okay, brominated flame retardants. So when we just throw it anywhere without disposing it properly or recycling it properly, this can create uh, danger to the air. Okay, it risks the it creates pollution in the air, it contaminates the soil and leaching into water sources. Okay, make the water dirty or polluted, poisonous, we can say. Okay, when e-waste sits in a typical landfill, for example, water flows through the landfill and picks up trace elements from these dangerous minerals. Eventually, the contaminated landfill water called lixiviate gets through layers of natural and manufactured landfill liner and other protection. When it reaches natural groundwater, it introduces lethal toxicity. So there's when we throw this e-waste somewhere on the land, and when it stays on the land for so many days, or when it sits in the landfill, water flows through the when it rains, or somehow when water flows from this landfill from crossing this area. Okay, the dangerous, it carries the trace of dangerous minerals in it, and eventually this landfill waters called leachate. Okay, and it gets through layers of natural and manufactured landfill, and this contaminated water. Okay, name of contaminated water, lizard means contaminated water. It gets to the layer of natural and manufactured landfill, it's get into the landfill, and then later on it creates, or it gets into mixed with the natural groundwater, and it create toxicity, that is poisons. Health risk ranges from kidney disease and brain damage to genetic mutations. So you can just imagine, because of because of this e-waste, which we are not properly, which were not properly recycled or disposed. Because of that, lots of dangerous disease are lots. Because of that, the risk of most many dangerous disease comes up, like health risk, kidney disease, brain damage, and genetic mutations. This kind of dangerous disease can take place because of this events. Scientists have discovered that Guyo, China, okay, a place in Guyo, has the highest level of cancer causing uh, uh, dioxins in the world. So scientists in their research found that this place in China have the highest level of cancer causing dioxins. Okay, in the whole world, this is the place where the element which cause cancer is in very high level. Okay, 7 out of 10 children in the villages of Puyo have too much lead in their bodies. 82% tested positive for lead poisoning. See, 7 out of 10, 70%, around 70% of 10 students, or we can 10 childrens, they are having lead in their body. Okay, and around almost 82% test declared, around 82% test declared as the lead poisoned body. Okay, their bodies, I mean, tested as a poisoned because of lead. Why so? Because the drinking water of that place is so contaminated. The villagers have truck in water from other towns, that the water of that area is not at all good for them to eat, because that is so contaminated, that because of that getting lead inside their body, and that cause lead poisoning. Okay, the villages of that place are are getting the water from some other place, even with the best intentions in mind. Recycling e-waste often leads to illegal overseas shipping and dumping. So now it's okay if these things, if even this problem is actually uh, like that, where even if you think that no, our product should be recycled and disposed properly, lots of illegal work is going on, activity is going on in the disposal of these electronic waste. Okay, it has been carried in the ships and dumped in some other countries. Devices get left in the huge pit or burned. Okay, they've just left somewhere and they burned it. They're taking it for the purpose, we are giving it for the purpose of recycling, but they are not recycled it properly, but they're just misusing is illegally. They with secretly they just shipped the product in some other countries, or they just dumped it somewhere and they just burnt it. Was a 2008 study from the US government accountability office found that some recyclers shipped e-waste to third world countries under the guise of philanthropy, claiming that these donations bring technology to developing nations. So in a study, they found that US government accountability office, they found that some of the countries are there, they are just shipping these e-waste to some poor third party country, third world countries, and they are just in the guise of, in the disguise of a philanthropy, in the form of a businessman, and claimed that these things, this is like a donation for them, and it will it will help them to develop technically. Okay, their technology can develop because of this. They are just uh, giving it to them or throwing over there, while plenty of recyclers run reputable operations. The shadowy companies just ship obsolete e-waste to digital dumping grounds in countries like Ghana, where many of the, it's not that nobody is taking care of it. Many of the companies who are running with very consciously to recycle things in the disguise of them, or in many companies are like, just by keeping the name and showing that we are doing it for good, they are just misusing it. They are taking it and keeping it and some shipping it from this place and dumped it to some small countries like Ghana. Okay, Frontline. Frontline is a magazine, you must be knowing about it. Frontline profiled an e-waste dump in Ghana that explored the health risk of these practices. Young children there make a living by scavenging waste to reclaim gold, silver, iron, and copper. The amount of time they spend at dumping ground is dangerous enough. Okay, so here this magazine has disclosed, or they just did some research, and they found that Ghana is a place where most of the e-waste been dumped on the ground of Ghana, where the childrens of the villages, okay, villaging, it is quite poor country. So the childrens are just spent, childrens of that village, that area, that locality, they are scavenging into this waste to find out, because the parts, the hard drives and everything were there, something is shining, some copper material, it is used in electronic things. They are just trying to find out gold, silver, iron from those e-waste. Okay, so for that and in the with the viewpoint to just get it and sold it in the market to earn something. But to get these things, they spend a lot of time on that dumping ground. Okay, and the amount of time they spend on the ground is very dangerous. Factor in this, poisons and chemicals, and these habits can become the fatal. Okay, so this continuously they are going, they are spending so much time over there, they are just scavenging, the snatching and just taking things from there. So they spend a lot of time over there, that can be very fatal, very dangerous for them. Further, the US State Department list Ghana as one of the top source of cybercrime in the world. This is one aspect that the villages, the children, the poor were coming there and doing all those things. Other than that, US State Department in their research, in their survey, they have listed Ghana as is the top source of cybercrime. Cybercrime, which is something which is growing day by day. Many of the people are getting trapped in the hand of this kind of criminals. So Ghana is one of the hub, we can say, in this research of US Department. Okay, US State Department, they found that Ghana is the hub for cybercrime, is the center of cybercrime. How these criminals can purchase salvaged hard drives in an open market, and minutes later they have access to the personal and financial information you left behind in discarded device. How come? These children who are just snatching the things and getting something to sold it in the market for some money. When they took it to the market, this criminal-minded people bought it from them by paying some money to those children who are happy to have that money, but they don't know what they are selling to them. These criminals bought those things from the children's, and in case if it is a hard drive where you have left uh, some details, okay, they just access within a few minutes, they access your details and they do all the criminal task activity uh, which they which we might have left unintentionally, but we thought that it is uh, not working properly, so nothing is there, we can't recover even sometimes. But these criminal minded people, they took it and they misuse by hacking your property, your financial, hacking your informations and getting your financial, keeping you in a financial loss. ABC News did an incredible investigations. Okay, one news, ABC News, they did a very incredible investigation of one e-waste recycler based in Geneva. This company, which claimed to safely recycle e-waste, was not recycling it at all. Instead, they were loading all those computers, monitors, laptops, TVs, and cell phones into shipping containers and sending them off to the Far East, mainly rural China and Hong Kong. People in developing countries are paying with their lives just so we can have the next iPad. Now that you have a sense of how serious a problem e-waste poses, consider how you can make a difference with your daily decisions. So this ABC News once did some string operation, and they just they investigated one company which actually carrying the board or banner, actually working under the banner of e-waste. Okay, they were showing that we are the e-waste recycler. They are collecting e-waste, and in fact, instead of recycling those waste, what they do is they just uh, load all the computer, monitors, laptop, cell phones in shipping container. If they kept it in the shipping containers and then send them off to the Far East companies. And what are the consequences? We already have seen that by dumping on the ground, it creates problem to the landfill, to the water, to the air. And other than that, the children who are just scavenging amongst that dumping materials are creating problems. Cybercrime is getting increased. So we know that this type of things, these all things are creating problems. Now, being the young generation, you student come to know that this type of problems takes place because of e-waste, and you people are too much dragged towards the new technical uh, gadgets or technologies. You can think about it that yes, there is nothing wrong in using gadgets advanced gadgets, having used to it, but we have to think that how to reuse our old stuffs, how to get it recycled properly, how to dispose this properly. Okay, you can come up with new and innovative ideas. It's sobering and depressing to think about tragedy abroad, but we can change things. We can make sure our e-waste is recycled effectively and not shipped off to third world countries irresponsibly. So it is in our shoulder that we have to think, we have to accept or visualize the danger which is going to take place or which is occurring because of these type of event, because of not properly disposed or recycling of electronic waste. So we have to think about it, we have to work on it. So here are the some suggestions given by the writer that how to recycle our e-waste safely. As this is something which is not very old problem that we came to know about it everything here. uh, Writer has suggested certain had suggested us some ways with which we can recycle our e-waste safely. So let's see what is there. The good news is that you have plenty of options for properly recycling or donating your used electronics. It's important to understand this. So the good thing is that lots of e-waste management is working around us, but the thing required is the knowledge. Okay, we need to understand what are the things, how we can take action on this way. Okay, even if you take your e-waste down to your local recycling center, there's a high probability that it won't get recycled properly. As ABC News discovered, e-waste recyclers are often more concerned with making a buck than they are with making sure these hazardous materials are disposed of properly. So what can you do? So it's telling that we can just give it to this local recyclers also. Okay, for getting it recycled, we instead of throwing it anywhere, we can give it. But we know that most of the uh, most of such companies who are carrying the board of recyclers are not recycling it properly, as we saw that ABC News has discovered, and they found that the company who is carrying the title of recycler are not at all recycling. So this can happen to us. So how to, whom to believe and whom not to believe? Use a certified e-waste recycler. So here, as we all know that to use anything, we generally go for certified product. Okay, like for buying electronics uh, things, we go for ISI thing, ISI hallmark, or ISI mark. If we go for buying, go for that hallmark, whichever is there. Okay, so we always go for buying the well certified product. Similarly, it's instead of buying when we used to throw, when we go for throwing, or we when we want to discard our electronic gadgets, we can use e-waste, e-certified, sorry, certified e-waste recycler. Let's see what is there. Find an e-waste recycler certified through the Basel Action Network. This is one of the non-profitable organization actually who is totally devoted in certifying e-stewards, recyclers who are committed to safely and responsibly recycling electronics. Members take and demonstrate the pledge of responsible recycling. So working with a certified e-steward means you don't have to worry that your gadgets will become another nation's pollution or a criminal's newest project. BAN's Recycler Locator will help you find the certified safety and comfort of e-stewards in your area. So it is telling that BAN is a company which is giving certificates to the e-stewards or recyclers. Okay, they are working with very transparency. They are letting those person before giving certificate to the companies or recyclers. Uh, they make they demonstrate everything to the members, and they make them take pledge with the responsibility that they are going to recycling the e-waste instead of doing any illegal works, which we had already seen with most of the companies are doing. So they, unless and until they get uh, convinced that this particular company is going to do proper recycling of the e-waste, they are not providing certificate to them. And if you are giving, that means they are properly titled to get the product recycled. So we can, if we are handling it to the to this type of recyclers, e-certified recyclers, then we can sit very carelessly that it is in a safe hand and it is going to dispose properly, instead of going it to some other getting it dumped on some other countries and creating pollution. This things, our e-waste is going to be recycled properly if we hand over our electronics waste stuff to the ban certified ban certified recyclers. Other options which is given by the writer is visit civic institution. Once one option we got is we can use we can hand over it to the properly certified e-waste recyclers. Second is we can visit civic institution. Check with your local government, schools and universities for additional responsible recycling options. With e-waste becoming such a large problem, government offices and schools are assigning days when citizens can bring unwanted electronics to a designated drop-off location. Many communities post a calendar that will include recycling days. So check your local paper or visit their websites. When you recycle your items locally, you can make the occasion a day trip and a community event. Encourage your neighbors to join you and spread the word about educated e-waste disposal. So another thing is that the local governments, okay, as this problem is getting dangerous day by day, local governments, schools and university, they took the responsibility of recycling. Okay, so they have been in government offices and schools sometimes in a once in a day, once in a month or twice in a month, a day is marked on the calendar and a place has been decided that here you have to, you all can bring like a day out in group, you can go okay, you can go in a community, just guide inform it to the, or encourage your neighbors that instead of throwing it here and there, keeping it in dustbin or giving it to the uh, to someone whom we can't rely that it is going to be properly recycled or not, we can just take our gadgets and drop it on that particular place. Okay, so it is in a local area, in communities they decide and they mark the date that you can check through websites. Once you'll find out nearby place where these things, this type of uh, that this type of drive is going on, you can go and put your uh, e-waste over there, so that collectively it can be taken or handed over to the e-certified or properly recycled companies. Explore retail options. Explore retail options. Best Buy, for example, is not certified through BAN's e-steward program, but they do have an effective recycling program in all of their stores. They claim to only use recyclers who adhere to the highest standards of e-waste processing. Specifically, Their website discloses that e-waste that you bring to their store will not end up in a foreign country or in any landfill. Best Buy makes sure that the recyclers we work with adhere to the highest guidelines and standards so that the product customers bring into our stores for recycling don't end up in landfills or in foreign countries, and that all hazardous materials are disposed of properly. We partnered directly with a short list of qualified, respected recycling companies who ensure all products collected for recycling through Best Buy are handled responsibly. These recycling companies meet our standards and we encourage them to examine and consider additional third-party standards for responsible practices such as the EPA, R2 and e-stickers. So here is one more option that you can go for you can find out retail options Best Buy. Okay, this type of firms or companies are like they are taking your e-waste and getting it disposed properly, even though they are not certified, but they are very uh, uh, authentic, we can say they are very authentic to be to believe on them. Why? Because in their website they are just giving all the transparency that where your products, your e-waste which you have left in our company or in our store will end up where it goes. Okay, they just make it very clear that it is not going to be sent anywhere in other countries, neither is it is going to be thrown in the landfill. Okay, that they make sure that uh, the things which they have taken from you for recycling should get recycled properly. Okay, for that they are tying up with such type of companies who assure them for the proper disposal of the product which they will hand over to them. Not only that, they assign a third party group like inspection sort of. Okay, anytime they can just check it out that whether the whole process is going on properly or not. So we can opt for retail options also. You can drop off all kinds of e-waste for recycling at Best Buy, including cell phones, TVs, power cords, GPS devices, speakers, DVD players, paper shredders, memory cards, desktops, laptops, notebooks. Additionally, Gettington team up with an e-steward partner exchange to provide you with an opportunity to recycle your e-waste via prepaid postage containers. You can recycle old items and get the benefit of cash reward for some products. You can even transfer the rewards to charitable organization. So in Best Buy store, you can drop out all these things, okay, all listed things for getting it recycled properly. Not only that, they have just tied up with one proposals like you can prepaid container, you can get prepaid postage container in which you can just drop out all your e-waste, where you can get some bonanza, some sorry, where you can get some benefit like cashback and reward, some points, something like that, that you can use it for your better purpose, or you can just donate it to the organization for the betterment of people. Yes, the next option is donate your electronics. So reusing is always better than recycling. If your electronics still have life left, you can reduce e-waste pollution and share technology with people who wouldn't otherwise have access to it. So it's telling that it's better to get it reused. Okay, instead of throwing it, we can reuse it. How? As we are capable enough to have new gadgets, and if you find that your gadget has life left for the use also, but you don't want to use it, you want to buy new things, what you can do is you can just Give it to those people, to those person who don't have, who can't afford this technology. Even they don't dreamt of having this technology in their head. the, you can just help them by giving, donate, by donating it to them, so that even they will have the access of the technology which you are enjoying. So it is one of the good option which you can opt. Organizations like Cell Phones for Soldiers and Verizon's Hopeline program will make sure your old cell phones makes its way to a worthy cause. So for that also lots of organizations are working. You can just find out, if you don't know whom to give, whom not to give. This type of organizations are there. They are taking, they are collecting your old cell phones or things, and they make sure that this will take a good path. It will reach to a it will reach to the hand who actually in need of this. Okay, so you can go for this type of donating it to this type of organizations also. Other organizations like the Salvation Army and Goodwill can sell your used electronics and use the profits to educate. Okay, there are organizations who are just handling it over to the needy people, or somehow they are just making the way that it is used properly. And second, one another type of organizations like Salvation Army and Goodwills are like that. They repair, they make it in a working condition, and then they sell it in the market, and the profit which they got after repairing cost, whatever profit they are getting, they are donating it for the betterment, or for the educate, to educate the empower. Okay, educate and empower the needy people, those who are in need of. That means ultimately your gadget which is not of your use can help people to get educated and to get fed by your gadget. So it's very good options, a very good humanitarian work which you can do by donating your electronics. Goodwill has been particularly, especially this organization Goodwill, they are very active with its Reconnect program, which has a strict no export policy. So they reconnect, they collect it from you and handing it to and using it in such a way that the money or the benefits will be uh, for the betterment of the people, and they just make sure that there should not be, these things should not get exported anywhere. So final words. Every time you replace one of your electronic devices, it's your responsibility to be sure your old one gets recycled properly. Ideally, your first step will be to consume less. Don't get pulled into the hype of new technology if you can help it. If you do not want something, try to find a gently used version first. Sorry, if you do want something, try to find a gently used version first. Then, when you have an expired product, take the time to find a responsible e-waste recycler. Be a part of the solution. Help properly recycle as much e-waste as possible. You will make the earth a better place. Help halt digital data dumps. Feel proud of your accomplishments, meet new friends, and maybe even make your wallet a little greener. How do you normally dispose of your electronics? Do you have any additional tips for properly recycling e-waste? So here the writer is giving his final word by saying that you just every time whenever you think of replacing your electronic device, just it is your responsibility to see to it that it gets recycled properly. Okay, for that whatever suggestion the writer has given, or whatever you can find out, you choose proper path that it should get recycled properly instead of getting exported somewhere, instead of getting reaching up to the hands of uh, criminals, or uh, getting pollution, creating pollution. Okay, so it is your whole and sole responsibility to take care of it. Then ideally, the first step you can take is you just learn to consume less. Don't always get attracted towards the marketing, or don't get dragged to buy, or to show the sophistication of having electronic gadgets in your hands or pockets. Instead, you can just consume less. You just use it until you can. Once it is in its last stage, or we can say uh, when it is something which is of no use, which when it remains of no use, then you can think of disposing it. Okay, for that also take time, think of it, find out proper recycler, and then only you throw it or hand it over to them for getting it properly disposed, and feel that happiness of accomplishment in yourself. So you can be a contributor in reducing this problems, okay, this type of problem, and you can just make your wallet greener. I mean, that means you can less use those kind of just again and again and throwing it here and there. Instead, you can do take actions and make people aware of it. As you are educated person, you can go to the people, talk to them that how to recycle the electronics properly, how to handle, make it accessible to those who are in need of that, instead of throwing it, and find out properly and genuine recyclers to get your e-waste recycled properly. That's all from this topic. Thank you.